Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you may have gathered from the thumbnail, this week's drugstore dealer dump is going to be about the e.l.f. eyeliner. No, sorry, just kidding. I have several little e.l.f. things that I was going to talk about today, but it is about the e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick, which I believe is a new launch from them. I was scrolling on Instagram, I found it, and as like a little advertisement, and then someone had sent it to me, and I was like, you know what, I gotta do this one. Especially because I've currently been obsessed with some stick crayons, including the Laura Mercier Caviar eye sticks. Now, the Laura Mercier Caviar eye sticks come in multiple shades. I would say, I think like if you look at this right here, just based off of that alone, over 22 shades. They also come in a shimmer finish, matte finish, and metallic finish. So you're working with a ton of options here. And honestly, for me, $29 for something that you can use every day and is really easy to use, I think it is worth every penny. But obviously, if a cheaper alternative comes around and it's $4, I mean, you can't go wrong, right? So we're gonna test that out. Also, the other one that I am obsessed with right now is by Nudestix. And my two favorite colors, I am all about my neutrals. So for Laura Mercier, my favorite right now is Burnished Bronze. And then the color that I'm loving from Nudestix is the Magnetic Luminous Eye Color in Rustic Grotto. Now, Rustic Grotto, the only thing is you can't buy this separately. It comes in a set from their Festival Eyes, and you have to sharpen it. So that's the only downside to this, although the payoff of this, as well as the lasting ability of this, is just phenomenal. So you pick and choose what works for you, and you kind of go with it. So I think the big thing we want to focus on right now is e.l.f. because again, it's the drugstore dealer dump, plus it's $4, so you can't go wrong with that. The thing here that I'm seeing is that it comes in 5 colors. That's the only downside. You don't have that much to play with. The one I ended up picking up that was available at Ulta, it was the only one available, and actually it's probably the color that I would have chosen anyways. It's called Metallic Mocha, so it's this nice rich brown, and I was trying to see which Laura one would work for that because I wanted to test it on one eye and the other just to see how well it wears. And honestly, I think rose gold might be good, and bronze metal. Ooh, bronze metal looks really pretty in the e.l.f. as well, but honestly, Ulta only had one, and I just wanted to get this done before I could actually order any online, so we're gonna go with that. But when I was there, I picked up a few other things from e.l.f. that I think kind of fits in with this particular episode, which was the eyeliner. So it's the e.l.f. eyeliner and shadow stick, and it comes with black and smoke. So I thought this was super interesting because this is what it looks like. On one side, you have a retractable pencil eyeliner, and then on the other side, you have the shadow stick. Do you see that? So like, I was just like, wow, this is like a smoky eye in one. So let me just show you the liner. The liner is definitely something I am picky about. Like, I will test it out, and if it runs on me, then I know I won't like it. The shadow stick I was really impressed with. Look at that. The payoff's beautiful. I don't know, it just looked really pretty. You know, it looks like it might go well together. So I'm gonna just try, I assume the shadow stick is similar to the formula that is on the No Budge shadow stick, but I will try the eyeliner on one side. So I have my base on, and we are good to go. This is at the point where I would start my eyes, so I'm gonna show you how easy these sticks are to use. I'm gonna do the Laura Mercier on this side and the e.l.f. on this side, so let's get going. I'm gonna tell you guys why I love these eye sticks so much. They are the easiest things to use. So literally, I'm going to just, okay, that was not a good sign. That was probably bad luck, but I literally tried putting the e.l.f. side on and the little tip fell off, which is very sad to me because why would that happen? Why? I hate when that happens. The tip of my little guy, look at that. He just fell off, the little tip. Why did you fall off? That's like a good 5-6 applications right there. Oh my gosh, I hate when makeup breaks on me. It just hurts my feelings to the core. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm just gonna twist this guy up. Thank God he's only $4. And anyways, as I was saying, I literally apply this all over the base of my lid. I don't go too high up and do something like that. And then I will take this and I will also line the lower lash line. And just kind of create a little bit of right there. And then you can either take your finger, or in this case, I'm going to just take a little blending brush like this. This is my Morphe M433 brush. Such right there. Just like a nice blending brush. And I will just take this and blend this out. And if you wanted, I mean, the idea is that it's a shadow stick. You shouldn't have to use any other colors. But if you wanted, you could easily take a lighter color, kind of like a nice transition color, so like a nice brown color. I would even say a bronze color. You could take something like this, something you'd use for bronze, and then use that to blend out. But I'm not going to, because I really just want to see how this stick works on its own. I mean, it's doing a very nice job with blending out. It doesn't settle right away, which is nice. You see, it looks like, I don't know, I just think it does a good job. And then what I do is I'll take like a pencil brush. This is my Morphe M431. And I will take this and blend out just the bottom waterline. I love smoking out my bottom line. I just feel like it just adds a lot of depth to that. So there you go. For me, this color is a little strong for day to day. I do like something a little lighter, but you know, that's fine. I'm gonna try amethyst on this side. And this is from Laura Mercier. And I do think that this might be a good spot on color. Even though it's amethyst, it has more purple in it. I feel like that's what, in person, it's the closest to this side. Although this one just has a little bit more, the e.l.f. actually has more, like it had more strong pigmentation, but it is also a little bit more brown, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go over it with just a little of the Nudestix, just to see if I can get a color that kind of fits in a little bit. This is the Laura, that's like a black color. I'm just gonna take it just a little bit because I just want to darken it up so it matches. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a blending brush and just blend that out. You see how easy it is. Like honestly, you don't have to worry about, I think the best part is you don't have to worry about fallout. There's no fallout whatsoever. You don't have to worry about dark colors like, you know, getting on your cheek after you've already done your concealer and foundation. That to me is huge. You can use these in the car. I don't know. This is, I just am obsessed with sticks right now. Okay. So, this is a pretty spot on match. There we go. Wow. Okay. I am in love with the e.l.f. side. Do you see that color payoff right there in the eye? It's beautiful. I'm just going to add maybe a little, I actually just want to go in with the e.l.f. on this side too. I mean, it doesn't hurt, right? But I just love the payoff of that metallic color. It's so pretty. All right. So I just did that on that side too, just to even it out a little bit. All right, there we go. I will tell you guys that just from putting this on each side, I did not notice a difference with the texture, formula, smoothness. They both felt really good and easy to work with. Okay, this is what e.l.f. looks like. You see it has like that metallic color to it. The payoff is gorgeous. Again, for me, the big test will be how it wears throughout the day. Let's get the Laura Mercier on this side now. This one's just a smidge lighter than this, but oh, so beautiful. The metallics are gorgeous. I'm not wearing any primer. The only thing that I might do when I'm, you know, doing eyeshadows like this is maybe take my beauty blender and whatever foundation or concealer I have on there prior to putting on my eyeshadow. I might add that as my primer, but I don't really wear too much primer. Okay, now that we have done the shadow stick, I want to try out the e.l.f. liner and shadow, the 2-in-1. The shadow I'm not going to use because we already, you know, did that with the No Budge, but it's a beautiful color nonetheless. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to tight line with it. And I just am eager to see how this sits throughout the day. Liner to me is one of the biggest things that I always feel like, oh my gosh, it if it runs, I know I don't like it then. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and put it in my waterline. Although for me, I normally don't wear black on my waterline anymore, especially during the day. I just wanna see how this works, so we're gonna go for it. And then I'm going to take this and apply it just on the outer corners to see how this works as a liner, like if I want to smudge it out. And it's doing a nice job. There's nothing that is really sticking out to me that I don't like. I love that it's retractable. Honestly, for me, retractable pens, if I don't have to use a sharpener, I'm a happy girl. Because sharpeners also, those little wood chips always get in my eyes and it bugs the crap out of me. So, just doing that. And again, eyeliner is going to be something easily for me to distinguish if I like it or not. So, I mean, this is really pretty. It's blending out nicely, doing a really nice job. So this shadow stick, or this liner and shadow stick in one, I did not see it available in other colors as far as in-store went. I think this particularly I got from Target, and I didn't see that. Let's see how this wears throughout the day. I'm just gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. So I finished the rest of my makeup, which really wasn't that much, and then I realized I have one more thing I wanted to test out, which was the e.l.f. mascara. This is Length and Volume Black Waterproof. So I got Length and Volume just because I think there was something else there were like 2 or 3 other kinds, but for me, Length I have, it's just that they're straight, and so I thought Volume might make them look more dense. I don't know. I just went with this one, and the fact that it's waterproof, I wanted to see how it lasts throughout the day, because I like to now put mascara on my bottom lash, and again, for me, if it runs on the bottom, I am not a fan. So we're gonna try this out. I also liked the applicator. It just looked nice and neat to me, like in between, not too thick, not too small. So let's go in and try this. I've never tried e.l.f. mascara at all, ever. Okay, it's all right. I don't know, for me, I feel like I can tell when I like mascaras really quickly. I actually don't care for this applicator too much. It's a little too small for me. Maybe I should have gone with a thicker one. I think they had one there that was a little thicker, but we shall see. I also, because my lashes are really straight, if a mascara doesn't do a good job of keeping them up, like after I've curled them, that is a big sign for me that I don't like a mascara. So 1 is that if it flakes, 2 is that if my lashes fall straight. And I feel like I've gone on like with 2 or 3 coats already, and I'm not like getting that volume and length I really want. Like when I use my other ones, like my Trustique or even my Grande lash, I feel like as soon as I put it on, it's insane amounts of volume. You just see it right away. This, I'm not like feeling that. Even my bottom lashes, like I just feel like, I don't know. This is all right. This is just first impressions of this is like, ugh, I'm not into it. And there are so many great mascaras like under the $10 range. My favorite being the Voluminous from L'Oreal. Like that line is really good. So this I'm not feeling, but let's see how it goes throughout the day. Hi guys, okay. I don't know why I'm so chipper. It's 7 o'clock over here. And I'm checking in. It's been about 5 or 6 hours. And yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing here, you know what I mean? Couple of things. So I know I tried not only the No Budge Shadow Stick. Honestly, I cannot say anything bad about this right now. I really cannot. It did not budge. As you can see on the eyelid, there is no creasing on the e.l.f. side. And if you remember, I did not use any sort of primer. The part I'm really impressed by is that underneath, like, you know, when I do the shadow, kind of the smoked out shadow line, that's when I feel like you can see a lot of fallout happen. Nothing. It's really good. It's held up very nicely. The other thing I'm really impressed by is the eyeliner. So the dual eyeliner shadow stick, the eyeliner is great. Like, you know, at least for 5-6 hours so far, it's done really well. The one thing I do not like, and I do not recommend, is the mascara. I'm gonna say that point blank right now. Like it didn't, there's no fallout. Like I'm not seeing it crumble, which is great, but it just does not do anything for my lashes, honestly. I've used other mascaras that when I put on, I just feel like you can see such a difference, and this is not one of those. So the mascara is a no-go for me. That is a major dump. As far as the shadow stick goes, this is a deal. The only downside is you're only getting 5 colors, but at $4 a pop, honestly, you're getting the entire range of colors that e.l.f. has for less than one of the Laura Mercier sticks. So you can't go wrong. This is a great, great find. I'm really impressed. The other thing is the shadow and liner. Honestly, I don't know if this does come in other colors. I'll have to check that out, but this is a black liner and then more of like a silver pewter gray for smoky eyes, and I was really happy with this. As far as the shadow sticks goes, I am 100% in for that. So if you guys are at the drugstore and you're contemplating, don't contemplate, just get it. It's good stuff. All right, guys, so that is it for this week's drugstore deal or dump. I'm so excited when they're deals because this is my own research that I'm doing. I'm going out and spending my own money on all of this stuff. So obviously it makes me happy when I'm spending the money and it's actually something that I will use. With that said, make sure in the comments below you guys let me know what you want to see next. Don't forget to enter the giveaway because there is one every week. And that's about it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.